Saturday, June 1, thousands of anti-government protesters filled the streets of Tel Aviv, demanding that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's administration negotiate a deal to release hostages held by the Palestinian militant group Hamas in Gaza following the October 7 attack. The protest is one of the largest since the attack, highlighting growing public discontent with Netanyahu's handling of the crisis. The demonstrations come amidst a backdrop of near-weekly protests against Netanyahu's government, driven by various contentious policies, including a proposed judicial overhaul and the ongoing war in Gaza. Organizers reported an estimated 120,000 attendees in Tel Aviv, with similar rallies occurring across the nation. Protesters carried massive banners, one of which read, "Biden saved them from Netanyahu," referencing the hostages taken by Hamas. The rally featured speeches and was marred by clashes between demonstrators and police. According to Israeli media, the police deployed sound cannons to disperse the crowds, resulting in the arrest of 2 protesters and injuries to at least 14 police officers, including high-ranking officials. The protests were fueled by calls for Netanyahu's resignation and demands for early elections. Demonstrators expressed gratitude to US President Joe Biden for his recent speech, urging both the Israeli government and Hamas to agree to a ceasefire proposal, which includes provisions for the release of hostages and an end to the war in Gaza. Biden's 3-phase proposal, unveiled on May 31, has added another layer of complexity to the political landscape in Israel. The ceasefire proposal has faced resistance within Netanyahu's right-wing coalition. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir have threatened to resign if the deal is accepted, potentially destabilizing the government. Smotrich has openly opposed the proposal, insisting he will not support any government that agrees to the conflict without decisively defeating Hamas and securing the return of all hostages. Ben-Gvir echoed these sentiments, labeling the deal reckless and a victory for terrorism, and warned of dissolving the government if the proposal moves forward. Opposition leader Yair Lapid, however, has offered his support for the government should Netanyahu decide to accept Biden's plan, presenting a potential lifeline for the embattled prime minister amidst the internal and external pressures. Biden's speech highlights the divisions within Israel's leadership, noting that some coalition members have expressed intentions to occupy Gaza. He urged Israeli leaders to support the ceasefire deal despite the internal opposition, emphasizing the need for a diplomatic resolution to the prolonged conflict. As Israel faces this critical juncture, the public outcry and political maneuvering underscores the complexities and high stakes involved in the quest for peace and stability in the region.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.